Welcome to FAQ Fridays. Great to see you all. Hi, Josh. And hello, AI note taker as well. All right, people, it's great. It's Friday today. Nice weather out here. Most probably everything will be doing well at your end as well. And yeah, we're going to dive into some questions. If you guys have any questions, please unmute yourself and let me know. And meanwhile, I'll see if there is anyone else joining us. Yes, Joshua, how are you doing today?
Hi, I would like to just double check my funnel on the two-step order. I just want to make sure my Stripe connection is done correctly because this is the first time I connect it. I'm not sure whether I've done it correctly or not.
Okay, all right, sure. If you can please share your screen so I can go in and check that out.
You mean I share from my screen, is it?
Yes, so you should have the access. Oh, I see. Okay,
Okay,
now you should be able to.
on. I need to sign in first. Give me a second, yeah?
Okay, all right, sure, no worries.
Okay. Uh,
The office calls, Tony, I'm not sure about that because I was out of the office for the past week or so. So I just came back today. Um, I haven't heard about that yet. I'm not sure, but I'm definitely gonna look into it. All right, great. So we are here. So in order to see if your Stripe is working,
okay.
let's go ahead and let's go to settings and then
Settings.
into integrations.
Integration. Okay. Okay.
Right, let's see. All right, so if you can click on continue, let's see if it stays. If you click on manage. Oh, okay. All right, that's great. It is connected. And another way we can check if you create an offer, right?
Yep.
And if it's not giving the free option, if you can charge people, then that means it is connected correctly. Let's go ahead and check your offers this once.
Okay, I have a question here also. So since I have a funnel here, so the funnel is three steps. The first step is the opt-in, and then the second step is the OTO one, and then a confirmation page. So before we go to the OTO page where the offer is, um, so my question is on the sales page, uh, the parties, the so-called customers have to enter their details first, the name, phone, and also email. And then during the
Right.
OTO one, they have to enter all these three details again, is it?
Yes, that's right. So they will have to enter the details because you have added in them, right? So if they don't enter their details, they won't be moving to the next step in the funnel.
No, what I mean is that on the first step, let's say they enter the details. Let's say this is my first page. Okay,
Hmm.
so what I do here is that I go for when I click the link, it actually pop up the form. So
Okay.
let me just show you the form. This is the form.
Right.
Okay. So then
Okay.
they click the link. This link is to go
And
to
you have
next
set
step.
that up. Go to next step. Okay.
Is that my
Yes.
second?
Yes, that's right. So, and you have added the next step, right? Because if you haven't added it, then it wouldn't go anywhere.
So that means here I don't need to go to website URL. I can straight away say go to next step, right? Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. So in your funnel, if you have created a next step, if they
Yeah.
push this button, then it will take them to the next step in the funnel.
Okay.
And it
So
could
then
be a thank you page as well.
okay. So then I will show you
Yes.
my next step. So then this OTO one is my next step.
Okay.
So I created the two products here, which is this
All
and
right.
this,
Okay.
uh, a
All right.
one time and also a order bump.
All right. And as you can see, the amount is showing up $47 and $37. That's mean your Stripe is working and it's connected. Otherwise, you just it won't give you the option to add your own amount.
What do you mean? If I see the amount, means it's connected correctly, is it?
Yes, because you were able to add your own certain amount, right? Because and if the Stripe is not connected, then the system doesn't allow to enter any information. You can only give it out for free. So that is confirmed.
So whenever I see the amount, means the it's already connected to Stripe correctly, lah. Is that right?
Yes, that's right. Whenever you're able to add amount in your funnels or forms or even calendars or even a website, that means your Stripe is connected.
Okay.
Now, once it is initially pays, it should go through fine. Obviously, if you encounter any issues, you can reach out to the support team, but usually Stripe has very robust integration, so it isn't causing any troubles.
Yeah, because this is the first time I integrate it, so want to make sure everything is running correctly.
Right.
Hmm.
And this is your second step.
This is my second step. So
All right.
same thing. When they click this link to buy the product, then there will be a pop-up. So this link, it will open a pop-up. So then this
Okay.
is the pop-up setting.
Oh, all right. So this is a pop-up.
Yeah, so this is the pop-up.
Okay.
So my question is that, right? So by right, the first step they will see this step first because this is a two-step order.
Okay.
So my question is just now the first step, they already entered the name, email, and handphone. So at the second step,
True.
OTO page, they have to enter all these details one more time, is it? It's a bit strange.
Yes. So in this case, I'll suggest that um so it will be better that if you just do it only on one page, either on the first step or either on the second step. So it depends where are you going to take their payment, right? And as I can see, you're going to take their payments in the second step, right? So I'll
Can't
suggest that
put it in the first
yes,
page because the first page to join the challenge is free. So when they give me the details, I want them to join for free and then give them
okay,
a chance to so-called buy a product, a VIP
right,
upgrade.
right,
So
okay.
that is
So
optional, so I don't want to miss out just because they have to pay or whatsoever. So that's the
so this is
reason.
optional. Okay.
So that's
So
what.
in this case, yes, go ahead.
So my question is, if I want to do it this way, I have no choice but the customer have to enter the details two times.
Right. So in this case, what we can do is that because they're already coming in filling in their information, so if they do it again, it might be strange. So you do have the option, you can remove them and you can just only ask them for billing information, right? Because anyone who comes in your funnel, first of all, they will have to go to the first step, fill out the information, and only then they will be redirected here, right?
By the way,
So
mine is a bit uh, broken. I suspect the mic not so good, is it? I cannot hear properly sometimes.
oh, I see. Maybe it could be, let me just check my microphone level. Okay, all right. So I think it was a bit low, so I have turned it up.
Okay, better.
And Sharpatan. Okay, it's clear from my end. All right. Okay, thank you. All right, let's see. Yes, so you were saying, Joshua, before this?
So I actually couldn't hear what you said just now. I mean, you said my question is that does customer have to enter two times of details at the OTO one? Because since this is a two-step order, because if I see the element here, right, on
Right,
the
right.
order, there's only two-step order or one-step order. I'm not sure. I'm not
Yes.
sure whether if I use one-step order, uh,
Yes.
I don't know what will be the best practice actually. Should I use one-step order? I mean, not sure one-step order. Oh, one-step order is also the same thing. They have to enter the details also, isn't it? If I'm not mistaken.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Even on the one-step order, you can, take their personal information and even take the payment as well. But if you want to do like a two-step order, then you
Mhm.
can take the information on the first page, and then once they reach the second step of the funnel, then and if they want to upgrade, right? Then in that case, I wouldn't suggest taking their personal details again because you have already taken that, and the contact will already be created inside your sales process account. So
Mm.
in the second setup, I'll suggest just asking for their payment details, and I think that will be good enough. And in the payment details, you do have the option you can add phone number as well in case if you want to ask them. Otherwise, they will have to put their full name as well, regardless, once they're putting their payment details. So we can set that up as a one step over here.
Oh, okay. So that means rather than two-step, I use the one-step order, right? Because I already have the details, one, isn't it? I don't have to do.
Um, yes, that's right, but it depends on the Stripe functionality as well, if Stripe will pick up that or not, right? Because we have picked up the information right from the first step, but we
Mhm.
have to make sure if Stripe can detect that. And let me just go ahead and confirm this. Can you scroll down a bit? Okay.
This is my second step.
All right. So where they can put their card information? Oh, okay. I see. Card number. All right.
Yeah, I think it's water.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. So I think we'll have to keep it on because this is actually for Stripe. And Stripe will not be able to detect it if we took the payment in the first step or not. Um, so yes, we will have to keep it as it is because it is for Stripe because Stripe is collecting the first name, email, and phone number.
Oh, you mean if I use first step order, Stripe cannot pick it up?
Yes, that's right. Because in the funnel first step, we did take their personal information, but it's just that it wasn't for Stripe. It was just for our own usage because that is creating a contact inside your system. So that's why.
Uh-huh. But if I'm not
So
mistaken, right? Right.
mhm,
Even if the one step order,
yes.
it is still requiring the information as well,
Oh,
isn't it?
you just scrolled it down. Oh, okay. Yes, that was the one I was talking about. Yes, because Stripe will ask for the company name, full name. Usually, it wouldn't. Company name is like optional. We can go ahead in the settings and remove that. But full name, email address, and phone number is usually required by Stripe, and obviously the country they're from. So this is okay. This is part of it. So if you can just scroll up. Okay, that's in the payment info. Okay, all right. So I thought you didn't added that over there, but now I can see it. Okay, then we just keep this as a first step order because Stripe is collecting all of its information down below over here, right? As you can see. So let's just keep this as a first step order. And we can remove the previous section. We wouldn't need that because over here, as we can see, Stripe is collecting its own information. So in that
Mm,
way, we shouldn't be doing a two-step process.
so I'm wondering which will be more efficient. Because if
Yes,
I'm not mistaken, Pinjun also does two-step, at the OTO. Is that correct?
yes, that is correct. Yes, that's right. It just that it's for the convenience of the user who's, like filling out their information. So we don't want them to, fill out the information twice. In this case, twice, right? Because we already took their information on the first step of the funnel, and then they were redirected here. And if they plan on upgrading it, the pop-up comes out. So then they're filling their information again, and then they go to payment details and put the information again. So that will be kind of like uh, you can say like annoying for the customer, because they were like, why why I have to put in the information again. So that's the only reason I wouldn't suggest doing that. But otherwise, it's like totally option. You can go for it if you want to.
You mean, do you suggest one-step order now?
Yes, I will suggest like one step order. Yes, personally, because even in one step, we are collecting all the information which Stripe requires, right?
Mm.
And in the system, we already have their information. Now, just wanted to confirm, in terms of their information, you just need for example, if they don't purchase your account, right? They don't purchase your VIP stuff. They just remain on the first step of the funnel. They put in the information. So that's the only information you're looking for from the customer, like their name, email, and phone number, or do you want any additional data as well from them?
I'm wondering whether if, like just now, in this step, if they enter one time first, we can do a so-called automation. So let's say they fill up the details here, they go to step two. So
Right.
I'm not sure whether sales process already pick it up. And then if they didn't finish the credit card details, then we can send a abandoned cart email. Not sure whether it can be done like that.
Right, right. Yes, I get that. And it can create that in the system as well. Let's see if that can be done. Okay. All right. So for that, we can check out the automation. If someone comes here, fills out the information, but if they don't pay, I think we can do this because in the first step, they did fill out the information, right? So at least we'll have their contact information and we'll know that they haven't um, signed up for it. So for that, we can create an automation by simply creating like a simple automation, which I can show you right now. So you just have to close this and go to automation.
Okay, before you show me the automation, I just want to quickly see whether my product is linked correctly. So what else do I need to check here to make sure that so my order bump is here? Uh,
Yes,
because this one is dynamic item, it depends on the product at the front there, and then this one
right.
is the order bump. Order bump is here, so this is the setting, the details, and then the
Okay.
image
All right.
shows.
Right.
Uh, that's and then I put it on this sticky contact. I'm not sure whether it will help because I saw it somewhere that it can save the
Th
contact across all the pages. Is it that's where the
that
sticky contact?
that's correct. That's correct. That's actually a good thing you have turned it on. And do you have any terms and conditions that you want to add?
Mm, no, do I need to? I don't have any PNC for now.
It's like, if you have any refund policies, So then you can add it. Otherwise, you don't need to.
Mm, I don't.
Or, if you're offering any coupon codes,
Not for now.
that's fine. If you
That's
plan on doing that, you can just come here and add that. Apart from that, uh, your two-step order looks it's completely fine, and it should work properly when someone tries to sign up.
okay. So let's open this page. So if I click this link,
Mhm.
so there will be, I think it will auto fill up. Is it? I'm not sure how, whether in the real time, whether it will auto fill up just like this. Then
Yes, it should, like, because we have added the sticky contact, so it should pull that up from the Google.
it should pull that out from the first step, is it?
Yes, that's right. Because this is the second step we are doing. I'm not sure if you have done this before as well. Put in your information, right?
No. I mean,
Hmm.
I'm not sure.
Right. Or it could be like, usually what happens that our browser detects it if we have, saved our information inside the browser, then usually that is what is happening. So it's actually the browser who's doing that. Yes.
So because just now I didn't enter all these details, it was auto captured. Yeah.
It was auto captured. Yes.
So then so then the payment details, if I click one time offer, then it will become 84 rather than 47.
Okay. All right.
Enter the details and then just upgrade.
Got it. Got it. Yes. So
All right.
once the customer puts up their information, it should go through. And we can just check your offer as well, just to make sure that everything is good in the offer settings. Otherwise, over here, everything looks fine.
Which offer setting? Are you saying the products just now?
Yes, the product offer. So
Just save
let's
first.
go back. Yeah, definitely. And also, you have to make sure once you're going live, just make sure to publish the funnel and make sure it's connected to your domain or to your subdomain.
Yep, I already published actually.
Okay, all right. And it's connected to your domain or subdomain?
Yep, it is.
Okay, all right. That's great.
So that's
All
my
right,
subdomain SP page at .msccinternational.com.
all right. Okay. That's great. Awesome.
Let me
So
just click.
let's head back to automations and let's try to
You
see.
you say you want to check the offer, right? Are you saying the products here?
Oh, yes. Please click on that. Okay, can you click on the three dots? Let me just
Three.
guide you. Yeah, over here. Yeah, if we can just click on edit. Right. Oops. I'm just going to check if there is any participant on wait. So Joshua, just give me a quick second here. Oh, okay. No one's here. All right. Okay. All right. If we can scroll down to additional options.
Additional options.
Uh,
Oh, this one.
yep, over here. Okay. All right. Next one. Units per order. And if you can just check the publishing as well. All right. And let's just go ahead and quickly check the settings here as well.
Which setting?
This one, which I've pointed. This one.
This one?
If you can follow the arrows I've created.
Oh,
Yes. Right. Everything is looking good. Payment mode. All right. Yeah, that's what I want to check. So the payment mode is live. All right. Yeah. So
if I
everything seems fine.
if I want to test Stripe card, do I need to off this or no need?
Yes. So you can turn it off, but obviously it wouldn't accept payments then.
I
So
see.
yes, that's why. But as for now, everything seems absolutely fine. So when someone tries to accept, fill out the information and pay, it should go through.
I can turn it
Right?
off to uh, test card before I turn it on live again. Am I correct?
Yes, you can turn it off just to, test it out how it's working, right? So it wouldn't accept the payment because it will be turned off. So you can
Okay.
go ahead and try and test that. Right?
This is not necessary, right? GDPR.
Yes, so it's like a compliance for, for European clients.
Uh,
So you can turn that on if you are, reaching out to European clients.
not now. Not now.
Okay. All right. Great. So let's go ahead
Um,
and head back to your automations.
yeah, one more thing. Can you check my order bump as well quickly? Order bump,
Yeah.
this one.
All
The one.
right. Let's just check the advanced settings. Yeah. It says bump product is checked on. Yeah. It should go through.
Yeah, I think that's all. Huh?
Yep.
Okay.
That's it. Everything looks perfect.
Okay, automation.
Yes. So let's go to
Yeah, please.
automation.
Yeah.
All right. So we're just going to hit create workflow and start from scratch. All right. So we're just going to turn this on. So we're just going to hit on got it. All right, great. So first thing we are going to do, we're going to add a new trigger and the trigger will be form. So you just, in the search box, you can just type form. Yeah, over here. Okay, so form submitted. Yeah, now we're going to add the filter, which is here. All right. Now you're going to click on form is. Yeah. Now select the form. So that should be the form which was on the first step of the funnel.
Oh, first step. Oh,
Yes.
oh, not the second step, is it?
No, because we want to because on the first step they're initially um, filling out the information for the free guide you're offering them, right? And then afterwards, you're giving them like an optional upgrade, which is for which they're going to pay, right? So that's how we can differentiate.
Mm.
Okay, great. So now let's go ahead and save the trigger. All right. Now we are going to add an action, and you can add an email action. Let's, all right. Yes. So first thing we're going to do before adding the action, we are actually going to add a wait time. So let's say they fill out the form, but they haven't bought it yet. We should give them, let's say, usually what I receive, and whenever we go by, we put a product in a cart, we start receiving a bunch of emails from, from different stores and stuff. So usually what I've seen is like 1 hour. So they say, hey, you went to our website, but you didn't purchase our program. So let's go ahead and add a wait time for 1 hour. And after 1 hour, we are going to send them an email. So you're just going to hit on cancel over here. and you click, yeah, click here. And let's hit on wait time. So if you search the action
Wait time.
from the search box. Yeah. So yeah, that's one. Yeah. So let's do like 1 hour. So we're not going to change anything in that.
1 hour. Okay,
Over here. So you just write down the number one. No, 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 not here, not here, not here. Over here. Yeah.
like that.
And let's do 1 hour and click on save. And now we're going to add the action for the email. So you're just going to send, you can write on email and click on send email. So that's where you just come and customize your email.
Okay.
Yep.
Can I just
And you're just going to put in your name and the from email, and obviously uh, subject and the text you want to put in. You can, come here later and customize it accordingly.
okay. Okay.
Yeah,
And then
and obviously the subject should be catchy too, so they'll know. Yeah,
we that
because we don't
use
want to tell them, it's we're doing that for sales, even though it is, but it's just like a mental psychology.
understand. Save action, is it?
And yes, so write down message. Just you can write down hello, and you can even add a custom value, which will be like the user first name. So yeah,
How do I do that? Here, is it? Okay.
yes, that should be no, not this one. It should give you the option. Where did it go? Okay, I think it's the three dots.
Custom value. Oh, this one, is it?
Yep. Yeah. So you can't hit contact.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, you were at the right place. Yeah. So you have to go to the previous option where you open it up.
Oh, you mean just
Yeah,
custom
custom
value, right?
values. Yeah. Yeah, you go to contact, you select their first name
First name or
or
not?
yeah, first name or full name. That's completely fine.
Okay.
Okay, great. Just make sure you remove. Oh, okay, that's the exclamation mark. All right. So you just hit save action.
But this one,
All right.
they submitted the form, but we do not know whether this person already purchased, You're sending to every single one person who opt in at the first page, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. So that's the reason we add a wait time. Now, what we can do is that if someone has purchased the product, for example, in 30 minutes, right? And we are sending out an email in first hour. So what we are going to do before the action happens, we can add what we call an if and else condition. So what you can do, you can hit on the plus sign. Yeah.
Or here. Here, right?
At the top. Yeah. Over here. Yep.
Uh,
Yes. So you hit it here. If you write down if, yeah, if else. Yeah. Okay. So we are going to select, yeah, you just click on it.
what is this branch?
So we are getting it by default is going to create two branches. It's kind of like true and false, yes and no. So either they purchased the product or either they did not. So if
What
they did not purchase the product, then we are going to send them the email.
why there's a six here?
I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and check that out and fill it up. All right. So what we are going to do is we're going to select an event.
Event.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, that's taking you back to all actions. Let's hit on the three dots here. Oh, we don't want to duplicate the branch yet. Um, okay, let's go ahead and add the condition. Do you see the option to add the condition?
No, I couldn't press it.
That's strange. Okay, let's go ahead and start from select, and let's do like contact details.
Which one?
Um, from the select. Yeah.
I couldn't.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay. So what are we going to do? We are going to select the workflow trigger from the contact section. So if you hit on back to all actions from here, and click again from the select, yeah, workflow trigger. Yep. Okay. Select the operator is if you write down form, are you able to write it?
Nope.
Hmm, that's strange. Okay, let's try to add a condition first. Can you add a condition here from the down below?
This one.
No. So we're going to keep this as it is. So we're going to keep the workflow trigger. So in the select box, we are going to keep the workflow trigger on. Yeah. And we're going to select the operator is. Yeah. And then we add the condition from below. Will it give you the option?
Nope, I couldn't
Hmm.
add. Copy the condition
Okay.
details be
That's strange. Okay, let's try to hit on save action first.
data here.
Let's
Couldn't do
try to
anything.
save the action and let's see if we can detect it. So yeah,
It's not responding now. Not sure what happened. Oh
could
my.
be could be stuck.
I'm stuck.
Oh, no
Wait,
worries. Are you able to cancel it?
no, really not sure what. Wait, just stop my share.
Yeah, maybe because when you're sharing the screen, sometimes uh the system, becomes slow.
Yeah, now it should be fine. Uh, oh, sorry.
All right. So
What is the branch referring to?
branch is referring to the uh if they have submitted the form, if they have not submitted a form. So you see there is like a none section as well. So none will be basically the no section that no, they have not. Yes, they have. So if they have not submitted the form, obviously it will not work. But if they have submitted the form, right, and if they haven't bought it yet, then actually the workflow will work. So that's the reason, we were trying to add the condition.
So this
Right.
whole thing is branch.
No, j just the if else condition we are adding. So once we save it, it's going to create the branch down below.
Oh,
But
okay. Got it.
yeah, so yeah. So once you select the workflow trigger and add the operator, should should go through.
There's nothing here.
Are you able to save it?
Missing out some field.
That's add new trigger. Okay, but we have already added it. Okay, let's see.
There's nothing here, and I couldn't go on with other settings.
Vendor items. Okay, so there's maybe it could be because the workflow hasn't been activated, because if this one is not working, then there's like another one, another workflow which we can do is like the uh post follow-up workflow. And I think it is already in the system. Let's go ahead and check.
Workflow actually is draft because we are in the setting mode.
Do you
Show
see?
program free. If mine, not sure what happened here.
Yes, usually, that's how we add the condition, but I'm not sure why it's not letting it. It's kind of like strange. I don't know, it could be like a back-end issue.
Full name there is. I can enter input, but the workflow trigger, I'm not sure what is this for. Maybe you have to save certain workflow trigger first, is it?
Yes, usually it should like detect it automatically, because we have already added the trigger, so I'm not sure why it's not doing that. But let's try like with full name. Let's see if that can work.
What do you mean? This one is not from this workflow trigger is not is custom add by sales process, is it? Or what do you mean add?
Yes. So instead of selecting the workflow trigger, let's try to select the full name, and then let's see if it can give us the option. So if we hit custom value, okay, that's the offer is
What does this
okay.
referring? This offer.
So that's the offer which you're offering for your product, right? So
Uh-huh.
it's actually your product.
There is no such thing here. This is my
And
product.
if you hit on condition, let's try to add a condition. Yeah. Okay. If you hit on select,
This one, it shouldn't be the one my product because it was mentioned as products at the setting there. So I don't think this offer is referring to that one because if there is, then my product should appear here. It doesn't appear.
yeah, that's right. That's what I was thinking as well. Let's see. Post webinar. Okay, great opportunity. Thank you. Email. How much is the rate? Wait, wait, wait. Okay. So there's another workflow as well we can utilize. So it is actually for webinar sales process, but obviously you're not doing webinar, you're doing sales through your funnel. So you
I'm doing
can
a
edit that as well.
I'm doing a webinar, 3 days webinar. The free version
Oh,
is
you
3 days.
Oh, okay. All right. So you're doing a 3-day webinar. Okay. So then for that, you can utilize the webinar sales process workflow, which we have already created in the system. So
Okay,
if you go back from here,
okay. I just want to ask a question. May I know what is this workflow trigger referring to? I want to know the meaning.
yes. So the workflow trigger is, you remember we added the trigger for form submitted, right?
Oh, that is considered a
Oh,
workflow as
yes. So trigger is actually what, triggering anything. So that is what triggers the workflow. Workflow, is the automation happening. And
well. Okay.
trigger is actually the one thing which is starting in. And in our case, our trigger was form submitted, right? So that what it means. And the follow-ups after that are the actions, which is the wait time, email, or SMS. But the trigger is the most important thing, and that's how all of the automations start. And
I
they're
see.
like uh, different actions you can utilize. But in your case, as you're doing a webinar, so we
Yep.
won't need this, and you can utilize our opt-in plus webinar sales process.
Mm-hmm.
So if you just hit go back from the top,
Go back.
like
Okay.
back to workflows, yeah, and you hit confirm.
Ready to save this?
That's fine. You can save it. All right. So you see
I'm actually
the opt-in plus webinar sales process.
because I actually uh, model the funnel using this template. Should I use this?
Registration welcome. So this is basically, they're registering in and then you're just sending them
Oh,
reminders
I see.
to join your webinar. So you can even utilize this one as well. But once they attend the webinar and then if they don't buy it or not, then you can basically utilize the opt-in plus webinar sales process, right? So that should be the one you should utilize it,
Which one?
right? Um, the opt-in plus webinar sales process.
Where is it? I can find it.
They're like 2, 3 pages. So let's check that too.
This one?
Opt-in, yes, that's the one. Yeah. So these are, all the workflows created and they're like already published in the system. So
Mm-hmm.
whenever someone attends your webinar, they fill out the information, but if they don't buy it, it will work. So as you can see, attended but didn't buy, right? So that's how it's just starting out. And then the follow-ups are all the workflows. So
You
it's
mean
like
this?
already created.
I mean, it's already created, but I don't need to do anything. Is that
No,
what you
you
mean?
can just go ahead and, play around with the emails if you want to, and just check if there's anything you want to change. That's the only thing we recommend changing. Otherwise, no further changes are required.
Okay. Let me just confirm again. You're saying that this workflow is which one? Opt-in, attended but didn't buy, right? So this workflow will be applicable to all the funnels I build. Is that correct? Every single one.
Yeah, yes, that's right. Yeah.
But isn't that a bit weird? Because different funnel you may send different email sequence, isn't it?
So this is only for webinars, right? If you're doing a funnel based just for your webinar, only then it will be activated, right? But if you just created a normal funnel, which has no link to your webinar, then obviously this will not work because that's
Uh,
the trigger added, that webinar attendees only. That's why. So as you can see, the tag, that's what it differentiates that they actually attended the webinar. Obviously, if someone did not attend the webinar, it will not work.
but
Right. So,
but
all right,
I
Joshua. So,
how do you know the webinar attendees didn't buy? I don't get it actually. How do you know?
because it will detect in the system that if, the payment came through for that specific contact for which the tag was added. Because if there's no tag added, obviously it will not detect. So that's the reason the tag is added, that it will basically work with the system and see if there was any Stripe payment information. So
Then
if the system sees there was no Stripe payment information,
since the
it
starting
will,
point is the tag is added, only then all the actions will be triggered. Then where should I
yes.
add the tag then?
So as you can see at the end,
Huh?
yes. So it's going to keep on working until they buy it. Once they buy it, the system will detect that they have already purchased it, so it will stop automatically.
I still don't get it. I mean, right now, what should I do?
Right
Because
now,
this
you don't have to do anything. You're just going to start and publish a workflow. It's going to work. So, and that's the reason we have designed it because, many people do webinars, people come in, attend it, they buy it, and some of the times they don't buy it. If they don't buy it, that's how it works. Once they buy the product, it will be inside the system and the workflow will detect it automatically that they have purchased it. It will stop automatically. So you won't have to do anything here. The only thing you have to do is basically go ahead and change your email if you want. Otherwise, we don't recommend it. But still, you feel like you want to change anything, then you can go ahead and do that.
change
Right?
all this because it was because if I
This
don't
one,
do any
thank John. Yeah. Yeah.
oh,
So that is something you have to change. Yes. So that's why we recommend changing just the email part, where a change is required.
wait,
Otherwise,
wait, wait.
do not touch any settings in the workflow because that's
Uh,
why it is designed accordingly. Right? So,
so they
Joshua, we have reached, the end of our call time, and I'll
okay,
just have to quickly wrap this up. But
okay.
if you feel like if you have any troubles in the future, you can reach out to our support team. They're like great, solving any technical issues. So yeah, just reach out to the support team as well in case, in this week if
I have a
you're
question.
like stuck anywhere.
Yes. Okay, one last question. I have so many templates here because I never go and touch it, but it's already published and working, right? I mean,
Yes,
or is
so just go ahead. Yeah, sorry.
I mean, which one is published right now? Because now I'm quite
So you
surprised.
will see it will show these are just the workflow folders. So once you get inside the workflow folder, then it will show you that if it's published or not. Yes.
So that means I still need to do all this. I have to manually change the email, lah, correct now?
Yes, that's right. So these are the only things you have to change, like the email settings, just
Okay.
checking your from name and your from
Okay.
email, and inside the email, the content, that what content you need to change. Like it could be the name, it could be your business name.
Okay, I have a question. This is very important. How do I add this tag then? Because without this tag, this entire thing won't be triggered, isn't it? How do
The
I
tag
add
is
the
already in the system. The tag is already in the system. So you don't need to add it because your contacts are inside your sales process, right?
Mm-hmm.
And once they're going to start attending your webinar, the system will automatically detect it. So that's the reason we have already created this tag. So
So that
that's how.
means they didn't buy, straight away it will trigger this. I don't even need to add the tag myself to my funnel.
That no, yeah. In the funnel, there is no option to add the tag. Is when they actually fill out the form on the first step, right? The system is going to catch that information. All right, they have filled out the information, and if they haven't bought it, that's how it gets connected
Can
to
I
the tag
know
and
how?
the workflow.
Okay, can I know
Sorry?
how this is connected to my funnel just now? How this
Yes,
tag?
that's what I'm trying to explain you, that the tag is already there in the system, right? When
Okay.
anyone comes in into the funnel and they create the information by filling the form, the system will create the contact and the
Mhm.
contact will have the tag in it. So if they don't buy it,
Mhm.
that's actually when the workflow starts working, right?
Oh, got it. Oh, okay.
And yes, what does it mean when workflow state is published? Yes, so when it's published, that's when it is actually live. But if it's in like a draft mode, which you can do that, by on the top right hand side with the save button, if it's on draft mode, then it will not work. So you have to make sure that the workflow you want to be activated, it should be published. Otherwise, it will not work.
So that means I have so many templates there. It's better for me to go inside and check every single email. If not, then all those emails sent
Yes.
by Ping Jun, will be quite funny.
Yes, that's right. Yes,
I have to
that's
check
right.
every single flow. Okay, got it.
All right.
All
Awesome.
right.
All right, guys. So I'll have to wrap this up. I have another call to attend. If you have any questions or concerns, please reach out to our support team. They're great at helping out. So, and I'll definitely see you guys next Friday. All right, guys. Have a great day. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you guys next Friday. Take care, guys. Bye.